As always, it's a pleasure to have you with us. KTN Prime begins right now. My name is Jesse Rogers. Our sign language interpreter is Preeti Janet. To our top story tonight. Now, as the country prepares to mark the anniversary of the deadly anti-finance bill protests, a fresh wave of anguish is sweeping through yet another home in Nairobi. The family of 35-year-old IT expert Ndiangui Kinyagia is in torment. He was last heard on Saturday, and from then, his phone went silent. His door padlocked, his whereabouts unknown. And as Agutu Rosa reports, it's another cycle, another name, another shadow, and another mother waiting by the door for their son to show up.
Margaret spoke to her son, IT expert Ndiangui Kinyagia, via WhatsApp. And by 1 p.m., his phone fell silent and has remained off since then.
That evening is now when things started unfolding. Na nikajua for sure things are not okay. Because my son, his phone is always on. And then hata namfuataga sana hata kwa Twitter. Nikaona hata his Twitters, they were off. Zile zilikuwa ni zile alikuwa ameweka the other day.
By Sunday morning, worried and restless, Margaret and her daughter Njeri made their way to Kinyagia's home in Kino area, Kiambu County. They found an unfamiliar padlock on Kinyagia's door.
Hey, that's when we found what happened, the drama. And those people, the neighbors, they didn't have my number, so they didn't know who to contact. And then they were also threatened not to call anybody. Na kwa sababu hawana namba zangu, si hawatanipigia. Hey, so we went there. Hey, the neighbors were happy to see us, but they were also sad. They told us what happened, that those people came, that was Saturday. They came on Saturday at 2. But they have a very good caretaker. So she didn't want them to get in because, you know, if you are not a resident there, so she asked for search warrant or something like that. They didn't have anything. So wakasubuana, they offered allow there. In fact, the neighbors told us there were 10 Subarus. And I'm like, 10 Subarus for one child? For my child? Kwani ameua nani?
Eyewitness accounts suggest a forced entry into the house shortly before the lock was changed. Inside the house, several personal belongings had been taken. 2 laptops, 2 mobile phones, 2 passports, one had expired, and a yellow fever card. It is believed Kinyagia left his electronics to avoid being tracked.
They broke the padlock. And actually there are 2 padlocks. Because there's the first door, you go to the ladder and then you get another door. The other door, they broke the 2 of them. So they entered at 9. Fortunately, this lady, God bless her, akawabia, there's no way you can leave this house. Mumekata kuji-identify. You must give me a list of what you have taken. Na they wrote a list.
First, when you want to break in someone's house, in the absence of that person, you must have a court order. From the story I've heard, that was never availed.
After that, we went to the nearest police station, which is Kino Police Station. We were taken directly to the OCS. So he told us that he was not aware of any kind of operation being undertaken by the DCA.
On X, the Law Society of Kenya weighed in, calling it a classic case of an enforced disappearance, suggesting Kinyagia may have been unlawfully arrested or detained. Kinyagia's disappearance has been tied to an X account that shared a satirical itinerary of events ahead of the June 25th memorial protests. His mother has this message to his abductors.
And he's my only son. I don't have another son. Look at my age. I'm not going to give birth to another son. So I need my son back.
As Kenyans prepare for peaceful demonstrations tomorrow in memory of those who are killed or missing, one mother is holding her breath, waiting for a phone call that may never come, or for her son to walk through the door just as he always did. At the moment, many are wondering, where is Kinyagia? Agutu Rosa, KTN.
A mother's cry, quite unfortunate. That's a story we'll follow up on until